Hi there, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to episode 3 of the World Tour. Episode 23, of course, with Persiba. And this is the episode we could book ourselves a place in the Interzone final for the Confederation Cup. Because we have the second leg against East Bengal, we're also going to show a league game against Perserang. We'll get to that in just a second. Let's have a look at what's happened since last episode, where we put ourselves in the prime position to get through, didn't we, with a 5-2 win away in India to East Bengal. That was amazing. Then we played Sriwijaya in the league. Now, if you watched the goals of the month at the end of last episode, you would have seen a sneak preview of this result. We won 2-0. We actually were outplayed for the majority of this game. We hit them really well on the break, and that was our 2 goals. So it was Redian and Negreiro that got the goals, and that was really, really good. And Negreiro, our young wonder kid from the academy, if we have a look here, he's an Indonesian international at the age of 16, already got capped, so he is going to be something special. He really, really is. Then we played Indonesian Cup against PSBI. Now, we got off to a shocking start in the first leg at home. As you can see, we were 2-0 down after 7 minutes. I didn't know what was going on. We actually came back really well. Kayono and CFE with the 2 goals. And we should have won. We should have won by a lot more, actually. We got 2 goals in a minute there, as you can see. And then we dominated the game. We just couldn't score to save ourselves. Second leg at their place, though. It was comfortable, if not brilliant. Zamran got the goal. Not a bad goal, actually, in the 8th minute, which put us ahead in the tie. And then we didn't really kick on. We were comfortable. We never really looked like conceding, but, you know, a goals lead is never nice, is that it can always go against you very, very quickly. But we saw it out, got the job done, and we're into the 4th round. So, as I said, it's going to be East Bengal and Perserang this episode. We'll have a look at the league table, see what that's done. Persiba, as I said, last episode, they did drop points. They had another draw. So we're 2 points behind with a game in hand. So a win against Perserang could, in theory, put us top. They're sort of a mid-table team. So it's an opportunity for us to go back to the top of the table, and one I really, really hope we take, because Persiba are just, we don't deserve it, because they've smashed us both times we've played them. Actually, 3 times we've played them, one with being the Super Cup as well. But I digress. Let's have a look at the team we're sending out against East Bengal here. You'll notice Boaz, he's back fighting, well, not quite fighting fit, not match fit at all, but he's starting. It's Setajaya in goal. It's Yaglo, it's Chavez, Lakornu, and Dembelina across the back. Reason that we don't have Rendika, and you'll notice Septia's missing as well. They're booking away from a suspension, so we're not even risking them, because we should be able to see this out at home. So Satriadi, Bhakti, Redian, and Tonando as the midfield 4. Boaz and Negreiro as the top 2. We just got to not lose 4-0, basically. And I know I said after the Persiba game last time, we were doing away with the 4-4-2. The 4-4-2 was initially conceived with the idea of Boaz and one other playing up top, because Boaz can play as a deep lying forward. So now that Boaz is back, I do think that this is, we're going to try it again, basically, because I think it will work with Boaz up top. I don't think it works quite so well with Kayono and Wayan up top. Now, we're going to say it's a brand new game, don't get complacent. It's just a lot of calm. We have faith for the people that aren't looking motivated. And let's go. All right, here we go. So we're not going to give Boaz a full game, I don't think. I'm thinking I've been giving him a little bit of time off the bench in the Indonesian Cup, just to try and get that match fitness up, because he was out for a long time. It was most of the season, wasn't it? So we might give him. We'll see how he's going at half time. And then my plan is to then we'll revert back to sort of a 4-3-3. We'll bring Olenga on, play him in front of the back 4, and just make sure we see out the game. Let's give him a get creative here. We'd like to get a goal or 2. And it looks as though it's going to be, as I said last episode, that North Korean team, April 29, I think it is, in the final, should we see this out, because they were 3-0 up after their first leg. They are probably going to be a good team, aren't they? North Korea, all their players play obviously in the domestic league for the most part. Here's a chance here with Boaz. He finds Wayan. No! What? Oh, it's just allowed. Offside for Wayan. I'd like to see that again. Oh, there's no video referees in this, but let's have another look at this. Surely he's on. Oh, no. Is he? Oh, it's close. He's just off, isn't he? Oh, unlucky. It was a good finish too, wasn't it? Tucked into the corner. The first time we've seen him and Boaz really linking up. That was nice. Let's give it a demand more here. We are doing okay, aren't we? We're not quite dominating, but you'd say comfortable. I think that would be an okay word to use. And we do, of course, even if we lose on the night, it's not, we have a comfortable lead. We have 5 away goals, so we need to beat this 4-0. There's a decent ball for Wayan to run onto. I think he's onside this time. He goes for the dink, and it's just... Oh, Wayan. 16 international, though. That's not bad, is it? He's going to... I'm looking forward to, or I'm hoping anyway, when we do move clubs here, that we can take him with us. And I really want to see how he develops through, through this whole journey that we're going on here. 0-0 at halftime. Not a classic. April 25, 2 away goals there. So that's who it's going to be in the final, should we get there. I'm going to say, we'll have to say don't get complacent. I'm not really happy with the way we're playing, if I'm honest. But I don't want to risk annoying people because, as I said, we are essentially through. And we're able to do it without risking players on yellow cards, which is really good. I don't think there's an amnesty, which is a little bit annoying. How's Boaz doing? He's 82, so he's fine. I don't think there's an amnesty, which is a little bit annoying because there's nothing surer than like we're going to lose Septien and Rendika and everybody for the actual final if we get there. But you know what? We'll take getting there. We'll get there. There's still $500,000 for getting into the playing in the final. So we take getting there and missing some players for it. Boaz! He's back! He is back. 8 goals this season despite missing 6 months of it with a hip injury. I think with a hip replacement, judging by his age. But that is really, really good. They need to win now, 5? They need to score 5 goals to knock us out. It's not happening at this point. At 3-0, when we were 3 goals up, maybe there's a chance. But Chavez has knocked that down to Boaz, and that is a nice thing. Let's give him a concentrate. We're looking a bit complacent there. Overwhelmed by the instruction to concentrate. Strangely enough, it's Wayan that's not playing very well. 60 minutes, is that enough? That's probably enough for Boaz, isn't it? Let's not risk this. We'll stick to the original plan. We'll bring on Olenga for Boaz. I'll just need to go into tactics here and switch things around. And yeah, so let me know what you think in the comments of our chances of going another step in this competition here. It is. I don't know what to make of the North Korean team because we can't scout. See, that is one of the problems with this club is that we don't have any ability to scout or to get data analysts in. Should we go on and win it and get the million or so pounds that you get for winning it, then I would ask the board to maybe look at investing in that. But I mean, we're kind of moving on after this season, aren't we? I think we need to do that for the good of our career as much as anything. Another ball into the box is just kind of not the best defending from corners, are they? Chavez squares it there. It's for Bakti! Oh, there it is. 2-0 on the night. 7-2 on aggregate. That is a thing of beauty, isn't it? Now, do we start looking to rest players ahead of the league game? That is the big question here. I wouldn't mind giving Redian maybe a rest. Dan Bellina as well. His delivery is just amazing. And yeah, it's a good finish. That is a really good finish from Bhakti. Just placed it, didn't he? Just placed it. Bhakti's actually looking tired. Surjak's booking away from a suspension, so I don't want to risk him. Bhakti, we're okay because Septien can come in. Redian's the one I'd like to rest, but we don't really have another midfielder in there. not a very good selection policy for myself there. Is that, you know what we can do, though? What we can do is we can bring Ahmed on for Dan Bellina. We can switch Lakornu out there. And that just gives Dan Bellina a little bit of a rest. It's not that long to go, so it doesn't really make that much of a difference. They could get a corner. Will they get a consolation goal? I mean, they've come a long way. It would be a little bit rude, wouldn't it, not to let them get something. At least they've had a sniff of a goal, because I don't think they've had a highlight up until this point. We're, 86 minutes in. So, there we go. If you are enjoying this too, guys, please do hit like. Helps people find the channel, find the series as well, which is much appreciated. And, of course, if you are new, welcome aboard, and please do subscribe. Ring the bell. So you see when I upload new videos. We do have Aston Villa and Arsenal saves going as well, so check those out if you haven't. They're a little bit of fun as well. Not as much fun as Persiba, of course. This is... I really, really do like Persiba. It's going to be sad if and when we... I mean, we do have to leave. It's a world tour. It's not an Indonesian tour, is it? We're not supposed to set up camp in Persiba. Or Balikpapan, I think, is actually a town. Torrendo! Ooh! Not quite. Yeah, it's... Not the idea of a world tour, but I wouldn't mind coming back to Persiba in a future save actually, and just maybe seeing how far we can take them. See if we can end up dominating Asia with Persiba. It's a good ball across for us to intercept there. Tornando's taken a terrible touch. Oh, lucky there, a little bit lucky. I think Saturday had it covered. It's been an even game. If anything, they've got the better of it. But it doesn't feel like that, does it? It just feels like they haven't had anything to go on. Oof, that's off the bar, I think. Is it? Yeah, it is off the bar. What's happening here? Alright, as long as we didn't do the pushing. We don't need red cards at this point. Can we top it off with a third goal on the night? Funky Tornado stands over it, goes deep, and it is a penalty. That's the end of the game. There we go. We're off to the final, boys. We are off to the final. Oh no, it's not the end of the game. What's happened there? A foul? It was a foul. Right, well, we are off to the final. I've just gone a little bit early there. Insert your own jokes where required. Come on. I want to keep this clean sheet now. Let them go back to India with nothing. What is the distance to fly between India and Indonesia? And it's probably not that far, is it? Depending where in India they are. If it's East Bengal, I'm assuming it's the east coast. It's just a little dip across that Bay of Bengal, isn't it? It's probably not that far. I mean, relatively speaking. Alright, we'll tell them, you know what? We will say, can we say don't get complacent? We'll just say well done. We'll just say well done. So there we go. It is the North Korean side in the final. They actually ended up 2-2 there. So, I mean, you don't know what the relative strength of the oppositions are there, which makes it a little bit difficult to determine exactly. But another 30 grand in the bank. It is this April 25 sports group team. It's the 30th of September, so we've got a couple of weeks to go here until the final. But you can see we can't actually see how good they are. So it just makes it difficult to know what we're coming up against. But I'll digress on that point, guys. Wait right there. We'll be back for Perserang in the league. Okay, welcome back. It is a big league fixture because Persiba have already played. They've already won. So they're 4 points ahead now. We do have, of course, 2 games in hand, one of them being this one. This is big. If we want to win the league title, we've got to stay with them as much as we possibly can. So this is the team we're sending out. We're going back to close to full strength. It's Setajaya in goal. Rendika, Chavez, Lacornu, and Dembélina as a back 4. Olanga, Reddy, and Septien in midfield. We're going back to the 4-3-3. We don't want to overplay Boaz and risk a reoccurrence of that injury. So Tornando and Satriati, they're going to provide the width for Wayan. We do, of course, have Boaz on the bench, so should we need him, he's there. He's available to call upon. I just don't want to risk reoccurring an injury so soon after coming back. Now, we're going to say... What are we going to say here? Keep our run going, I think. And some calm, we have faith. And hopefully, we're going to get a good result here because we can't afford any more drop points. As things stand... if we win our 2 games in hand, we'll go top. Because Persiba have the head-to-head against us, and I think they might have a better goal difference. If we, a draw and a win puts us equal on points, but we'll be behind them on tiebreakers. So we cannot afford to drop any more points right now. We have to try and go with them, sort of result for result, and then see where that leaves us at the end of the year. We do have the Indonesian Cup coming up after this, so as I said last episode, I'd love to go back to the final and win it again, but we're not prioritising. That's a good ball for Tornando. Can he get a cross in? He can't, but we're going to pick up the rebound there on Dembélina for Septien. Septien, nice ball, rolled in there for Redian, back for Dembélina. Septien, shoot, Redian, oh! Just for a second, that looked like it might be finding its way into the top corner. Let's give it a get creative shout here. We do have a really good record against Persiba, which is a little bit worrying. I think we played them in League 2. I think they came up with us, didn't they? And we struggled against them a little bit then, but since we've been promoted, we've got quite the record against them. And I think we beat them in an Indonesian Cup tie as well. Now let's see here. A little bit of space in behind us there. That's not good. Our scouts told us to push up. I don't like that. I don't know why I listen to my scouts sometimes. I don't know why I do it. We want to be deep. Sometimes I don't know why. You listen to your scouts once and they do the right thing, and then you doubt yourself, don't you? That's not good. We don't need to be falling behind. Yeah, I mean, it's just a long ball over the top, and this is our weakness, and I don't know. I'm really annoyed at myself now for doing this. But there it is, in behind, over the top, and I mean, it's a powerful strike. Could Setajaya have done a little bit more, perhaps? But It was well hit, wasn't it? Now, we are being outplayed here, which isn't great. We don't have much of the ball. We're not really creating anything. Let's give it a demand more here, see if we can fire the boys into action. As long as it's 1-0, there's still a chance, isn't there? We do have Boaz. We could look to go back to 4-4-2 in the second half. Let's see what comes of this highlight. We need to be winning this. They've gone short. Can we put a bit of pressure on? Redian. He's pushed up very high there, isn't he? I mean, I don't hate that, but it leaves holes somewhere else, doesn't it? Lecornu has done well there to find Dambolina. Just go back to Lecornu. There we go. This is nice. This is nice. Olenga, Redian, Saptian. The dynamic duo. The Indonesian Messi. Indonesian Messi. Let's worry about that later. Here's the way in goals. In goal, yeah. Oh, good tackle. Good block. Indonesian Iniesta and Indonesian Xavi. I don't know why I keep saying Indonesian Messi, because it's just Messi on the brain, isn't it? Alright, here we go from the corner. Dambolina, that looks like it's a good one. In towards the back post, but it's headed away. Are we going to get hit on the counter-attack here? We need to win this ball if we can. Rendika hasn't quite managed to do that. We are holding them up, and it should be giving us a chance to get back behind the ball, which is important. What would be more important, of course, is winning the ball and not having to worry about this counter-attack at all. That's a good tackle from Dambolina. Half an hour gone. We have not had a shot on target yet. We need to defend this. Back post. Oh, it's a penalty. It is. We didn't look good from that. We just didn't look good there. Oh, this is going horribly wrong for us. Horribly wrong. Hopefully Seta J can do us a favour here. Go on, son. Oh, how's he not saved that? How has he not saved that? Okay, so what do we say here? Let's encourage. Let's encourage. We might look to bring Boaz on second half, go 4-4-2. He's dived straight over it. He just had to stand there. He would have been fine. We're not playing well. We're just not playing well. We haven't had a shot on goal. It's actually been quite embarrassing, hasn't it? Let's go attacking. And yeah, I mean, if we go 3-0 down before the break, we are in some trouble. Tornando up for Wayan. What can he do? Dambolina, that's a decent ball. Can Tornando get onto that? I think he can. Go on, Tornando. Come on, son. Go on, Tornando! Oh, he's missed it. They're the sort of chances we need to take, I think. Can we do something from this corner? Dambolina to take it. He does have good quality from the corners. It's a decent ball in again. Back post, but headed away from off the forehead of Tornando by the looks of things there. It's going to have to be an assertive, or we're not happy with how this is going at half-time. Because that is quite poor. Against a team that's mid-table. So we're going to... I'm going to go aggressive. I'm going to go aggressive. Where's your passion, lads? We're going to do some tactical changes. We're going to go 4-4-2, and then we'll come back for the second half. Okay, here we go. You can see the sub at the top there. Olenga off, Boaz on. Very much an attacking substitution. We've gone 4-4-2, and we're just... We have to go at them. We just have to go at them. We're going to go attacking here. That seems to be a good start to the half, wouldn't it? If we could get one nice and early on the board here. Satriadi back to Wayan. Oh, that looked a bit lungy, didn't it? Come on, referee. Are we going to... We're going to get counted. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, this is just not going right. It's just not going right. Come on, win that. Well done, Lecornu. Boaz, headed on. Can he get to that? No, he's too old now. Too old and slow. He's lost his pace. It's his new hip. We're just watching the league title slip away here, aren't we? We're just watching it slide out from out. We're not playing well. I might give it even a calm down, perhaps, as the next shout. We'll see what happens with this highlight. You do think here's a decent chance here. Satriadi's in. We've got Wayan in the middle. If you can find him, it's got to be Wayan! We're back in the game. That was nice. That was really, really good. That's exactly what we want to see. Our wingers getting forward. Strikers in the middle ready to tap it home. That's 2-1 and game on. Game well and truly on. That's a good ball, isn't it, from Rendika to Satriadi running in behind. And Wayan could not miss. Could not miss. Is there going to be a check of the offside? I mean, he's on. It's a goal. We don't care if he was offside or not at this point. But that is what we like to see. And now we need to concentrate. Are we going to go and concede again? Oh, there's no one at the back post. We need to work on defending corners, clearly. I'm pretty sure we've just been doing that in training. I'm sure we did defensive corners for the East Bengal game. So that's, I mean, we've got the goal back. We're not necessarily playing much better. Let's demand more from the boys here. Redian's looking tired. We're gonna have to do something a little bit drastic here. Redian is tired, so I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna bring Tommy Serjak on for Redian, and we're gonna push him up. That does leave us open in midfield. We're defending narrowly, so I'm hoping that will kind of get away with it. We'll just have to see what happens here, though. This is with kitchen sink has just been thrown. We need at least a draw, don't we? So we can at least on equal points with them. Should we win our game in hand? Dambellina, can he retrieve this? Let's get a ball. You have men in space. There we go. He's found Septien. Septien for Tommy Serjak. Back to Septien. Back to Tommy Serjak. Round the corner for Wayan. Wayan! No! How close was that to finding the back of the net? Let's give it a calm down, perhaps. You can see we're not playing well. I don't want to keep yelling at them though, because I don't want to annoy them. You know, here we go. Here's a chance. Good block there. Serjak rolls it in. Can we find Boaz in the box? It's there for Boaz. Turn, mate. Shoot. Out for Tornando. That's a penalty. It is a penalty. It's Wayan to take it. Oh, can we come back from 2-0 down? Come on, Wayan. Oh, this is absolutely... This could be the league season right here. This is absolutely massive. Come on, Wayan. Come on. Oh, he's missed it. He's missed it. Oh, no. That is devastating. Absolutely devastating. Looking disinterested. That's not what we want. Let's go very attacking. Oh, I can't believe he missed a penalty. Come on, let's push forward. Come on, boys. Come on. This is it. We're not going to do it. Oh, we've missed a penalty, and it may have cost us the league title. Oh, that is absolutely heartbreaking. We were terrible. We were so bad that game, and we just could not get the job done. I mean, I'm going to be aggressive, if I'm honest. That wasn't good enough. Go on. Yeah, Chaz Hogan, Australian journalist. How do you feel after that result, mate? I mean, how do you think I feel, mate? I'm going to leave here and go dancing in the streets. Yeah, me again, mate. Should Boaz have taken the penalty instead of Wayan? Could you say that in hindsight? Maybe. More experienced player, Boaz. Wayan, he's 16 years old. He's just made his debut for his country. He's scoring for fun. Confidence is high. He seemed like the good choice. And I tell you what, he'll step up again and he'll score again too, because he's that good of a player. Yeah, finally for me, can you still win the league, mate? Yeah, of course we can. It's 11 games to go. 12 for us. A lot more than 4 points to play for, and that's all we are behind Persiba. We're going to make them fight for this title. If they're going to win it, they're going to have one hell of a scrap to get there. I'll tell you what, I've had enough today, guys. I'm just going to go. Thanks for your time, and we'll speak to you next time, hopefully under better circumstances. Third loss of the season, and that could be devastating. I'm not even angry. I'm just disappointed. Despite what that says, I was angry in the dressing room. I've calmed down a little bit now, but that is just heartbreaking, isn't it? Just heartbreaking. Well, guys, not a good way to end, but that is the end of the episode. We'll be back tomorrow for the first leg against the North Korean side, away from home against. I have no idea what we're up against, so we'll have to come back and find out. Then we have the bastards from Bali in the derby, so that will be another big game. 2 away from home, and I mean, really, we need 2 wins there, don't we? Especially against Bali, we need to make sure we're bouncing back here. They're third in the league, so they could go very close to overtaking us should they get up over us, but we're not going to do that. We're going to beat them, I'm sure of that. Guys, that's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed that, maybe the first game more than the second game, please do hit thumbs up. Of course, subscribe if you're new, ring the bell so you can upload new episodes. But until next time, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.